Hey everybody, Captain Denny Sharon here with 22 Sport Fishing Charters. Just wanted to go over our jigging setup real quick for the spring on Lake Erie. I posted a video a little while back, my old tournament partner and I doing some jigging on the reefs, and got a lot of questions as to what my setup was. So just wanted to go over that real quick. I prefer a 7-foot medium action rod. I use Fox Rivers. They're a phenomenal rod, use them for jigging and trolling. You can use a 6'6" medium action, that'll work just fine. I run a 7-foot just because I'm running braid, and that little bit longer rod just helps me fight the fish a little bit better. So 7-foot medium action, 10-pound braided line, and then I go to, for my clients' rods, I like to use a swivel, and then attach to the swivel a 18, 24-inch, 12-pound, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader, and then to a small snap, and then you can attach your jig. Going back to the swivel for a second, that's not necessary. You can tie direct from your braid to your fluorocarbon leader. The reason I like the swivel is a lot of times clients will want to switch between a hair jig and a IB, blade bait of some sort, jig and wrap to cast. So that swivel helps reduce line twist. And then as far as the snap goes, again, the same thing. It's just primarily to help switch baits pretty quickly. I actually prefer, if I'm just going to be jigging a hair jig, to not use a swivel and to not use a snap. I really feel like the line tied directly to the hair jig, or the leader tied directly to the hair jig, really helps you pick up some of those really subtle bumps and bites that you'll feel. Often those fish aren't crushing this jig. They're just, you're going to lift up and you're going to feel weight, or they're going to roll it around down there a little bit, try to pin it to the bottom. I think that helps you feel that bite a little bit better. So that's pretty much my setup. 7-foot medium action, 10-pound braid, swivel or no swivel depending on your preference, 18, 24-inch leader to a snap, or tied directly to the jig, 3/4 ounce hair jig. I do want to show you a little trick here real quick too. These hair jigs that we use have a stinger hook on them, and often when you're storing them, that hook will be kind of folded over like that. The line will get like a little kink in it. All you have to do is take that hook, stand it straight out, and give it a couple little pops like that, and it'll straighten that hook right out. You want that hook straight when you're down there jigging. Another thing real quick that I want to show you, when you're working these jigs, the idea behind this is to keep that jig vertical like this. You do not want that jig to lay over like that and drag on the bottom. You want to try to envision that jig standing on its head like this, and you're literally 4 or 6 inches off the bottom and banging it on the bottom. You want to try not to let that jig roll over. If you're dragging your jig, or if you're working your jig and you're picking up a bunch of zebra mussels, try to just pay a little more attention to trying to make that jig stand straight up like that without dragging. That's basically it. You can cast these just as well. I'm casting jigs while clients are vertical jigging. It's a great way to cover a lot of ground. So yes, you can cast these, and when you're doing that, I'd almost recommend when you cast out, as soon as it hits bottom, you just want to try to envision hopping this from a coffee cup into a coffee cup into a coffee cup, just little short hops, pounding the bottom. Don't let it sit on the bottom or drag too long. You're gonna, like I said before, pick up a bunch of zebra mussels. But that's basically it. That's kind of hair jigging 101 on the reefs on Lake Erie. I prefer dark baits, purples, blacks. You can catch them on a lot of different colors, chartreuses, whatever. If you get bored with purples and blacks, try something else if you want, but that is definitely a staple up on the reefs on Lake Erie. So that's it, hair jigging 101. You can find a lot of these jigs and a lot of our accessories and stuff at fishingaddictiongear.com. They've got a lot of great stuff, new crankbaits and stuff coming out too, so check them out for sure. But that's it. If you have any questions, get a hold of me and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you.